This is the Simpit, this is Michi and welcome to today's community challenge. So our fellow member Michael Clark has given us a little challenge, maxing up the FFB, driving from driver's cam mode and do racing 5 AM in the morning in the latest version of Assetto Corsa Competizione. So firing up that simulation right there. And big thank you to Michael Clark, especially. Keep watching around, despite I know he's so busy meanwhile, and hardly has any time catching up. However, I got some time to fulfill his request. So here we go. I decided to go in the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 around Misano World Circuit, and we will just do some practicing beforehand and get the sim ready. So here we go. Thank you everyone for joining, first of all. Colorado 72. No, I've not seen the World Endurance Championship race. However, I have seen the crash of Sophia Flörsch in the Formula 3 around Macau, which has been huge, to say the least. Hey Thomas, how you doing, buddy? Oh yeah, there you go. That was exactly same same crash I just talked about. And here we are. So one of those needs of Michael Clark is putting everything on 100. Well, dynamic dampening 100 is in the middle there. Maximum force. The clipping of my G25, G29 will be so fucking real. Gonna be very interested to see. Just double check that it keeps the settings. There we go. Go back on the single player, and we're gonna start with some little practice beforehand in the night time, 5 AM. So Thomas, just as you said it, that crash looked really bad, and I also do hope that she is fine. I have seen one of the track marshals to be buried under her car, so I hope even more that this guy is fine. Because I just had conversation with other guys going on, as we were speaking about, saying, guys, the drivers are still the most saved, and yeah, the guys with the most safety around the race circuit. And Yeah, I mean you have to admit that, and
Go.
the drivers are pretty safe. However, what can we do in order to save the track marshals? So I hope she is fine. The impact definitely looked nasty, like right with the head around a building concrete. But we will probably have to wait for further notice of the track engineers and from the race guys. So here we are. Second part of the challenge is to go in driver's mode in terms of the fuel. For your sake. Oh, shit, man. Headlights on, here we go. I'm not sure if the wheel or the desk is surviving that task today. Oh. I've never driven the wheel with so much clipping. Car's really loosey. Need to have good control. Oh, for God's sake. I think you guys can hear the wiggle of the wheel. And I can tell you the entire dash is shaking. Yeah, Colorado 72, that really was a huge impact, wasn't it? Oh, for God's sake. That is surely the road effect setting. Okay, and need more brake bias at the front. Here we go. Coming from 60, trying 62, 61.2. Just for that one turn, I do really need braking efficiency on the front. Otherwise, the car keeps spinning. Thomas, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much indeed. By the way, Thomas, have you had access to my recent Discord community? Since I think it might be a way for you to get in touch with the people being involved in the channel and the live streams every now and then, and have some nice chatting and information stuff going on. Hold on, guys. Need to check something. Alright, here we go. So once again, Thomas, thank you so much. I appreciate that a very lot. And if you want to know more about it, check out the Patreon page. So there is the donation goal explained for everyone, indeed. Hey Yasin. Yes, this is the all 100% FFB challenge. Hence why the wheel is shaking like mad. I mean, look at it. Holy shit. Alright, let's see if braking is improved. The stability for that quick turn here. Yeah, that is a lot better. Obviously you want to have the braking balance as far as possible in the back in order to get the rotation in. Holy shit, man. Traction control is working hard. The Huracan probably isn't the best choice for this racetrack, although it's pretty strong in the not short, in the slow corners. I have to admit though, The driving view with a turning head is a little bit, I don't want to say annoying, but it's you kind of really need to get used to it. Thank you, Thomas. So as we speak about it, people now will arguably say, hey, you will turn your head in the real car as well. And I would say yes indeed. But you guys know that I'm right now looking on a static screen, and everything around me is static as well. When I'm sitting in that race car, turning my head, all the other things are somewhat moving the very same frequency, they are moving the very same way. And actually my picture I'm staring out of the window is somewhat static as well. So that is an entire difference towards that simulation here, where the screen is stationary but the car is shaking, and the dynamic view of the car is changing a fair lot. So I'm gonna just put in 2 or 3 more laps and then we go have a race against the AI for 30 minutes in the hope that, oh for God's sake, that my game doesn't crash until then, because it recently had some issues with keeping crashing. Kinda need more stability in the rear though. How you guys doing, by the way? Happy Sunday. I'm gonna have heavy arms after that race. Despite we're just sitting on a G29, the shaking is quite violently. I enjoy this game very much. Let me have a look. I think there is something entirely wrong. Oh, look at that. Field of view. Get it to the point where I'm used to racing it. Not perfect though, but have you seen what field of view can make for difference? Distance. Oh, height. I wouldn't like to have some pitch. There we go. Yeah, go like this. That probably should give me a... Oops. That should probably give me a good idea of where the racetrack goes. Definitely want to get those BWP points a little down and want to raise up the thrust in the upcoming race. Although these ratings are just there for fun. This driving cam model seems pretty real though. You can feel the head shaking when doing downshifts. Oh. I would not be surprised if my neighbors knock on my door saying stop that shit. to get a little bit more balance towards the rear. Alright, final lap, some little setup adjustments, and I think then we're ready to go. Ow. I'm measuring a little bit of input lag, to be honest. Okay. So the rear end is pretty loosey in the back when being in the turns, especially while still be on the braking. So we have a look at the current setup. Want to have electronics, everything right there. Bump stop rate, so like no. Roll bar entirely detached. Dumpers. Keep the weight a little bit further in the back and at the front. Oops. Very nice feature. Anyway, we will save that as a new. Building setups right now really has no big sense, since they are still keeping evolving with the game. So here we go, having a little quick race. Practice mode, quick race, starting time 5 AM. Gonna actually do it 4 AM, so we're a bit further in the night. Race length is 50 minutes. Starting position, we are going from dead last. And then we have some fun racing. Well, will we have some fun? That is the big question, but I think we will. So here we go. It's pitch black night. 5 AM, now 4 AM in the morning. We're going to load our set. And this is going to be a very interesting thing. Haven't seen a lot in the dusk just yet. Save, load. I can't load it. Very nice indeed. Let's see what the setup says though. No, that is a safe preset, so we're going to the aggressive preset. Stiffen the front. Definitely want to have the brake bars a little bit further at the front. Click on the anti-roll bar. A little bit more TC. The dumpers needed some adjustments. There we go. And want to go like this. And we start the race. Lights, wipers. We do not have rain.
Race is long. Watch out for traffic. And remember, our target is B10. B10.
Nice shaking here.
Green light, go, go, go.
Whoa! Ow. Ow. And now I'm gonna be noted various safety infringements again. Where is that dynamic light system when it goes around the corners? really need that right now. As we finally made that position. Getting the slipstream. Huracan's pretty quick on the straights. We're just helping a fair lot right now. Definitely very nice graphic effects. Attempt to dive. Looks good. Oh, should have. Oh, for God's sake. Do we have damage on? Let me. You know what? We're just gonna restart that and see if we can save that setup this time. Load. Save. Maybe I should have put in a name. Cancel. I'm gonna go 5 AM because I can't see shit really. That's the only change I'm gonna do then. FFB challenge definitely is interesting to say the least. My simple goal. I do not know what is wrong about that setting all over again. It just keeps showing bullshit every now and then, so I just throw it away. Quick race, 5 AM. That's usually what Michael said though. So race session is starting 5 AM. That is the same as we had in the practice session. Oh, I think the game just died. You hear that? Okay. Hold your breath, guys. I'll need to kill that task. If I get access to this, there we go. I'm just reassembling some stuff. Hey John, how you doing, buddy? And here we're back. They also had time to fix that other thing. Quick race, 5 minutes, 30 minutes, that looks good. Confirm, start session. Let's just hope all the other things did not get, that looks better. So we press confirm, setup, load. Yeah, John, where you're actually from? Are you from Australia, by chance? No, we want to load a set. There we go. Load. Copy, look at the current setup. Looks good. Willie, what kind of crash you meant? The crash of the with the other car, the crash from the actual game? Fight for positions and race results, always keep it clean, achieve 50% racecraft to unlock the ultimate challenge. So RC is racecraft. So that is our challenge for today. We definitely want to keep it clean, as good as we can.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Race start. Where does he come from now? They are cutting half of the track, it's incredible. Yes, matter of fact, the settings are all on high, as you can see right here in that picture. See how much the camera is shaking. That is also how the wheel feels when being stiff in my hands. Oh yeah, Willie, that crash was incredible. No doubt about that. The Macau one. Mercedes has too much torque out of the corners. Maybe we can fix something with a good exit. K-Current, no, this is no online race sadly, as the multiplayer just features online practice sessions. Oh, come on. Yay, playing the catch-up game. Hard to tell which fault it was, but definitely I haven't had my car entirely under control. It is actually a problem of my machine. The game usually is can double check that, but the game should have the Vising enabled, which now the stream at the second is running 60 FPS, but when it overloads the graphic card, obviously it drops in the FPS. So it's not your problem, it's more of a local problem here. However, if you see the webcam shaking, that is the problem of force feedback. Okay, the traction control is limiting me quite badly here. Put it to 4. Especially on the exits, I could demand a lot more power. Nicholas Meister, thank you for your follow-up on Twitch. Come around that turn. Come. Car still likes to oversteer a lot. Hey Brandon, how you doing, buddy? So the stream will start to struggle a lot when we cross the start-finish line. That is also when my FPS in-game drop a lot. And we're slowly catching back up to the field ahead. So I'm really sorry about the game's quality. Probably should turn down the graphics again. Racecraft turn up to 50 though. No, Brandon, as far as I'm aware, the unless you got other information, but as far as I'm aware, the multiplayer just features online practice sessions just yet. This is a quick race offline versus the AI. I have to admit though, looks pretty. They look pretty solid. They look pretty strong. They also look pretty pretty clear in general. As we're now finding into our rhythm a bit. So trying to pass the number 751, that's the next task here for the racecraft. So we're trying to do that a little bit better than last time. Okay, you know what? As it seems so bad, I'm gonna quickly quit out, change some graphic settings, have a look, options, video. VSync is enabled. Gonna make the shadows mid. Post-processing mid, sharpness 70, texture mid, motion flow saturation, opponent's visibility. Maybe that needs to be raised up, I don't know. All, yeah, that should be fine. Ciao Scuderia, ciao Luca, how you doing, buddy? Ciao, my friend. Alright, we're gonna apply that, maybe that helps. And then we go all over again. Single player session is fixed. Yeah, Brandon, I mean I have a 970 GTX and I can't even stream and have full graphic settings right up there, which is the reason why I brought up a plan on investment and a donation goal for next year. Looking for at least a 2080 Ti in order to get triple screen support, build a massive rig. That is actually what I planned. Whether I'll be able to carry out all the work, we will see in the future. So drive single and multiplayer races, fight for positions and results, always keep it clean and achieve 50% racecraft to unlock the ultimate competition racing. So that is definitely our task, as we got right now 50% of racecraft. And I'm not even trying to sneak on some positions here on the start, since the AI is pretty aggressive at the start. So we're trying to keep it somewhat safe here in the back. Really? No, the cars keep disappearing in the mirror. Racecraft surely is not getting up there. Onto that Ferrari now we go. Luca, I would love to say I'm struggling with the FFB here as well, but this is part of the community challenge right today, to drive everything on 100%. So here we are. Yeah, exactly. I also thought about getting two 270s and put them in the SLI Crossfire, but the loss of performance you got when doing so is not sure if that is the way to go then. I really do like Misano. It's a very kind of technical track. Couldn't see that Ferrari there. Hey, no 62 Ferrari.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Better keep traction control at 5 then. Ow. my eye keeps pushing hard from the back. But this is so tricky, you know. Now the car vanishes in the mirror, but it's still there. Aw. Did you guys see braking lights? I didn't. Try to pass 17. Oh, Thomas, that would be the ultimate show, wouldn't it be? I agree. I so much agree. The only problem is, though, get them all organized for one date. Everyone got such a tight schedule. I think then there would need to be some, I'm not sure if I want to say demand, that is the wrong word. Don't want to call it benefit either, because benefit, I mean, the big show would get massive audience, that is the real benefit. Would be interesting if we could organize something. Ow. Up on that Bentley with a good exit towards the hairpin, we might be able to do so. Or is this going to be an utter dive bomb? Ow. Did he now simply turn in on me? I keep gaining that safety rating penalties. It's incredible. Although Robin Robin bodywork and Robin paint is part of GT racing. Despite I do not favorize it a lot as an open wheel driver. I'm more of the opinion that motorsport in general is contact-free sports, but we do know that people have different opinion on here. Haven't I yet put in a valid lap time? Because the PC rating is still 0. Oh, Brandon, I think the list of streamers would be... You would fill a grid of 20 people, I'm sure. Ordner, Gamer Muscle, The Simpit, Jimmy Broadband, Matt Malone, Mr. Ordner. Actually, we'll also go for Nicky Team, to be honest. Jan Seifert from Germany. Meanwhile, I quite got used to that rattling here on 100%. As you can see, the camera shaking. But I also feel the clipping becoming more intense. Either I got very used to the massive forces of the rattling, or that little machine here is starting to overtake and it's going to reduce power on the force feedback. So coming around, setting a new personal best. Through those gloves it's kind of hard to feel whether there is a lot of heat, but it's definitely warm. Anything else would have been a surprise to me anyway. And by that I'm obviously not saying that Logitech is not high quality equipment in that perspective. To me, Logitech has the most stability rating. Like, I had a G25 for 7 years and it never broke. The centering spring was gone once, but that was easily to fix by myself. And well, the pedal spiking is the only thing that you could argue Logitech has to improve on. Hey Jörg, how you doing, buddy? Saw your iRacing message there, and if you have answered that, I will have to give it back. This is still yellow flag. Haven't seen anything. As we're closing in on the next path. Next pack, not path. Where are we position-wise though? P13 it seems. So top 10 is the target. Can we do it? 16.5 minutes to go. Pretty sure we can.
Well, not many personal fastest now.
So approaching the next guys. We're coming into a good driving rhythm. As you can see, the personal best is climbing and climbing lap by lap in terms of performance. Last lap time was a 37.1. Already 5/10 up on our lap time. Probably always want to stay in second gear, apart from the very slow corners. Oh no. Whoopsie!
We are halfway through, not over yet.
They should get more of an English spotter. Hey Vic. Yeah, I do know that. Yeah, basically it's the very same here. My first initial fear or thought of Assetto Corsa Competizione was that it would just be another Assetto Corsa just with enhanced graphics. Happily I was wrong though. I think the Unreal engine has really been put into something good here. As we're on the back of the Ferrari again. Have the FPS raised a bit though, after we did some rework on the graphics. I hope they did. Yeah, can't not really do something around here. That was a bad exit. Well, with that spin. The only thing I can get back is P14. P13. It was my fault though. Way too encouraged on the brakes. Ow. thrown a good lap time away again. So 36 we definitely need. As we see the sun rising there in the background. 5:21 AM it seems. We're 7/10 up on our personal best. Gonna be even into the 35s. 35.919. So really practice turns out to be important in that sim as well. Pass is not going to be made easily. Seven minutes 44 to go. Will he leave me the space? Ow. Well, that's going to give another safety rating record, I'm sure. Actually, I was wrong. Otherwise, it would have already shown up. Oh. The picture is jumping around. Too wide. Other than that, this is a solid lap. Going quicker again. I hope that the stream quality is somewhat stabilized. I can see the FPS drops still being there, but not as severe. Too far back to launch an attack. Oh, I was lucky. I know there was contact, but this time he simply turned in on me. 4 minutes 50. Can we pass that Audi with a dive? Not just yet. Better exit out of the hairpin. Solid stuff. He's still around though. Now backs off. P11. We need one position. Well, I would guess then it's time for a quick lap. Well, we got 2 or 3 laps to go. Ow. Did I already mention how much I do love the sound of the Huracan? Good exit. Nothing we can do here though, other than risking another spin. Ow. Yeah, this time we got it noted again. Despite this pass, we're still purple on our PB. Oh no! Oh fuck. Oh no! Yeah, going too hard over that grass. Desperately trying to stick with the position. That's a lesson learned. Back in P14. Yeah, I really need to do some research on what those abbreviations mean. Hey Arif. That's interesting. Aero, I'm unsure. I can see nice little pyrotechnics as leaders on the final lap. That's an interesting, fun feature. Nothing really to judge the game on, but it's nice to see a dynamic crowd as well. What about if we just find out on the leaderboards again? So we're going across the line, we're coming down in 13th.
Alright, race is over. Good job, mate. You did your best. Bring it back to the pits.
So I have sort of... I had sort of control. So that is probably the race replay. We had one DNF, the guy that spun out. We got 13th in the end. That is interesting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of 18 laps were invalidated. Could also have a look about quickest sector. So there was a 37.8. As far as I can see, that was the quickest. 23.8 seems to be quickest there as well. Other than that invalid lap where I remember myself saying, oh, I threw that away. So that is a 10th, 2/10 quicker, 3/10 quicker. And here we had a 33.70. 74. So combination of it really would have been a 35.4, 35.6, something around that. So let's see back timetables. We had that timetables race options. We don't need that. We'll be interested to see whether we now get access to this special event right there. And God knows, I have no idea. However, we definitely keep on racing that sim because it's really enjoyable, I have to admit. Looking at the special events, so the Paul Ricard, Michael Clark, I consider your challenge being fulfilled, hence why I would love to put the minimum force back to 10, even 7. And keep it there again. So we go special events and see whether the leaderboards are back up there. We're gonna put in 2 or 3 laps trying to go quick, trying to go fast, and then we will see whether the leaderboards are back up. So we press confirm, we work on the sets, we quickly load something up. Word in progress, note cancel. That is very easy to mix up. Have a look at the current setup. Mechanical grip. I want to raise the camber at the front. Tires, here we go. Camber. And we simply go and see whether this works now.
Give it all you can.
So quickly a little adventure. This BMW feels entirely different. A little adventure into the time trials. Oh, this BMW has a complete different car dynamics. Bear with me guys, give me 1 or 2 laps to get used to it again. is a useful feature indeed. Restart. Oh, not restart, that was probably wrong.
Green line, give it all you got.
And if you guys got any questions whatsoever, just get them out here and ask for them. Not the best turn 1, turn 2, as we can see from the ghost. Ah. Hold on, is that the hot lap event? Because I'm missing it saying leaderboard on the left hand side. But maybe this only comes up after I finish a lap. RIP.
Right, lap is invalidated. Try to keep it on the black stuff.
Mixaltons. Let me see if I can adjust the HUD right there. Enabled, 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 driver names, multiplayer only, rating, practice info. Well, it says enable, so I guess it's there. Oh, interesting. So as you can see, it's up. .7 is current leader there. Oh, it's probably done with some hardcore setup. I remember myself being able to put in a 53, I guess. It's a sad story that you only see the top 6. Surely that cannot be a very quick lap. Way too hard on a lot of things. So I'm probably gonna see where we end up soon, as it's at least a valid lap time.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Ghost is still ahead. Not by much though.
Your lap time is invalidated. Please try to stay on the track.
What a surprise that was. I really do not want to hit that curb in the final turn. But let's have a look. I mean, I should be able to at least do my 53 again. Not the perfect way through here, but kinda okay. Sure, the ghost will turn up right in front of me again. It's not there yet. Stay. Come on. No! Worst exit ever. 54.6.
Fastest lap.
So far at the back. Yeah, perhaps I should shift a little earlier then. It's just that little bit, from going off there in turn 11. If I keep it on the black stuff there rather than the blue,
Right, your lap is invalidated. Try to keep it on the
I have really good chances of finding 2 or 3 tenths just from going earlier on the accelerator. I need to fucking get that final turn together. I mean, look at that, 2.2, 2.1, 2.0, so much time left there, only in the exit of that turn. That's a bad approach to various corners. Oh dear. So guys, what else is going on right here today? I think the map 3 R-Factor 2 competition is on again. And I expect it to be bottom ring with a radical. So we're gonna give that one a try again. Let's see how we do there. As last week we have not been quick enough. I'm also planning to go back to iRacing and do some run around Sebring in a Mercedes GT3. Just setting up the car, way too nervous for 6 here. PC rating 91, not sure what that means. Going too wide.
Your lap time is invalidated. Please try to stay on the track.
Oh, the GT3s are they both running at night? At the IMSA and the VRS GT, because if they do run at night I'll probably skip it. Either it's me being extremely bad at night, or I just think it is so dark and you do not see enough or anything, which I'm not being able to deal with really. So going for IMSA then most likely. Too hard on that stupid curb. Problem is my lap was always kinda okay until I approach turn 10. That is where it goes wonky. And apparently this time it died here already. So Samuel Libet put it up at 52.4 meanwhile. Jesus Christ. I really look slow compared to them. Oh, Brandon, that was a good job indeed. What? That little improvement gave me nearly 160 spots on the leaderboard. Are you kidding me? So need a better turning level for sure. Then I can climb up another 20 positions. I'm pretty sure of that. Was too long in 5th here. So damn stupid. So 4/10 or 3 3/4, 54.0. That was an off track. Kind of interested to see where they gain 2 seconds over me. Surely Summers in the set. I think they're using some setup exploits. You know, when putting up the camber at the front and make the tires go that way, it's still the external part of the tire that heats up. So they need to do some rework here on the setup. Or not on the setup, but on the physics. Rip. Really, you were using that much brake bias at the front. Well, it actually makes sense. Seems like you can turn the car a lot more than But I can put TC3 for now, but I'm not messing around with further. So damn bad. I think the event leaderboards is updating every 5 minutes. So 2.4 tenths to find. Well, other than the full sliding rear end, I'm not sure if I get any further benefit from a brake bias that far in the back. And forgetting to turn in always was a bad idea.
Please try to stay on the track.
I mean, there's still some potential. Next IMSA race, 1:45 PM. So this is a good hour and 10 minutes. I need to have some breakfast first though. And not sure why they do it. I might actually do it for the sake of it. Just I do not have a setup for the Mercedes just ready yet. Well, it's gonna be a fairly interesting race then. Look at that. Just 2.5 tenths found in the easy take in turn 10. Yeah, still exultant, but I think if the car is mostly run on the inner surface of the tire, the outer surface should definitely be cooler than the center or than the inner, which they weren't. Oh, nice curb. Very nice curb. They're gonna bring the car back up right here. Bad approach. Alright, so...
Because you've got the track. Try to stay on the track next time.
P52. Would be lovely if that would be a bit higher up. So I definitely want to do another improvement. Yes, Emond, I am very aware of that. Yeah, just as you say, I'm just trying to really hard doing exactly that. Well, that obviously helps. Hashtag not. No, that's just too far brake bias in the back.
Try to keep it on the black stuff.
Or my setup is just not ready to handle it. Alright guys. I mean, I know there's 2 or 3 tenths lying around. And I'm just not ready. Oh, shit. I'm just not ready to pick them up somehow. Yeah, should have used more brakes in order to make the car rotate here. This is, you know, I just want to get it done now, but I keep doing the mistakes, and this drives me mad, pretty much. His initial turn 1 was pretty okay. Good God. Didn't want to hit that curb and it hurted a lot, but here is the improvement I wished for. 53.9. turn in. I'm so hunting that 10th again now. Yep, Samont, I basically agree with you. Turn 11 is where there is a 10 for 2 left. Turn 12 hasn't been as perfect as well. And rip.
Right, your lap is invalidated because you cut the track. Try to stay on the track next time, please.
Yeah, but I do know that the curbs around Paul Ricard are the way they are built in here. I actually had some look back on tapes. The wrong picture. So I would like to really find that last 10 down on that last turn. But not if you screw up turn 1, turn 2 already. Alright Brendan, I'm gonna have a look. Thank you very much indeed for your help. So, Daniel Bleisteiner, thank you so much for your subscription here on YouTube. Welcome to the show, and also TA Annie TV. Thank you so much for your follow up on Twitch. Now 2.5 tenths. If we nail the final sector, we can get it done. And I don't. I can't find 4.5 tenths, surely. Especially with that spin coming up now. Oh no!
Right, your lap is invalidated. Try to keep it on the black stuff.
That lost us even more time. Alright, final try, really now. Fuck. Fucking curbs.
Your lap time is invalidated. Please try to stay on the track.
Alright, gonna leave it at that point. Would need to do a little bit more setup work, to be honest. And would also need to do more more work in general on driving lines. That is when a wide field of view would obviously get you to the point. I mean, if we tot out the totals and see for the valid PBs sector-wise. So the first sector is optimal. Middle sector, half a tenth. Final sector. Well, there have been a few good final sectors, but just not enough. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I could go a tenth or two quicker in the current setup I am. Sadly, I do not know whether there is a possibility to see the current standings in here. Probably if you give it some time loading it up. We will see if that works. So bear with me for a split second, guys. You think I need to restart the game? Yeah, perhaps I need to quickly do it. Ducati, thanks for that hint. So trying to restart the game, seeing. Did you then say that the leaderboard is about to come up? That would be awesome. By the way, Daniel, thank you so much. You are the 1,700th subscriber here on my YouTube channel, so that is another sound barrier we just broke. Alright, TANETV. Just click into the event twice. Not multiplayer, stupid Michi. Special events. There we are. P46 right now. With a second and 4 to go. I'm pretty sure if we would improve just a half a second, which I do know I'm capable of doing, I would probably end up in the top 10. So that is kind of an effort. Is there any possibility to see how many people are taking part in the leaderboards right now? That would be utterly interesting. Other than that, guys, I can only say thank you so much for watching till here. I'm trying to get ready for that IMSA race coming up in 3/4 of an hour. So if you like what you see, please hit that like button, share and subscribe. Make sure to ring the bell so it rings every single time I go online. And if I'm gonna do the IMSA race coming up in a good hour, I will schedule the stream very soon. Make sure to subscribe to that channel and get that notification, guys. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Happy Sunday to everyone, and enjoy your weekend right here. And then I hope I'm gonna see you back soon on this channel here on the Simpit or on the Michi Hoya main channel. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is the Simpit. I'm Michi Hoya, and I'll see you guys out on the track.